Hi, I'm doing the final thing, kind of like to put my thoughts all together because I know they're not very organized. Because right now, doing stage one, I still can't even tell you after doing this what exactly, like, my meaning of life is. So, you know what? Like, I can just help you better understand and help myself better understand whereabouts I am right now in my life. And I think, like, what we've talked about a lot is like the things that have happened in my life have made me the stronger person I am today. From the car accident that I was involved in that completely teared apart my family, from my dad being an extreme alcoholic, from my stepdad being a complete douchebag and verbal abuser and cheating on my mom and just doing the craziest things ever, and just having like people in my life who like didn't weren't really there for me, like my mom who like, we used to be best friends, and like the minute like a man came into her life, she was stressed and didn't know what to do, and like I became sort of not last priority, but in terms of like socially like connecting with me, we don't connect, and like that has affected me a lot. But you know what, like all these negative things that are happening financially, economically, like like emotionally, like just all these things that have piled up on top of each other, like have caused me immense stress. And like I can tell you now, in my life I'm in this like stressful point, and the only things that I have in my life right now that are keeping me living and like giving me some type of meaning in my life is my friends, who like I've realized who they are, like through this, actually, even just through this like whole project. Like like we were doing Fran's project, and like we all came together, and like we were helping do mine as well, like film mine and put mine together. And like I think just like working together and like just being together and like having that whole night together just like completely changed me. Like just being able to like pour my heart out and like completely tell things the way they are, and like just go through my life, like, and like completely analyze it and just go through things as much as they hurt and recap them, like talk about like my dad and talk about like all these things that have just been weighing on my shoulders and I've been holding for so long, just to get them out and say them and finally like like face it. And like like it goes back to like like the quote that I've always talked about since the beginning of this, that has always fascinated me, like the self-knowledge one. Like I just always go back to that quote, and it's like, what, I would rather face the darkness, face like even the shit I don't want to face, and face it and get it over and done with, and like face it until the day I die, because these are things you'll never forget about. This is your life, and like you know, I'd rather face them than, live in a lie and like pretend like everything is like, happiness and like, like tulips and flowers and rainbows and unicorns, and like, and live this like fake life that's not me. And like this course has helped me open my eyes and like realize like what kind of person I am, and like I feel like 10 times happier than like I was before, because I kind of finally feel like I'm finding meaning in my life, and there is a meaning in my life. There is a reason why I'm here, and it's just such an incredible feeling to know that like this isn't just this isn't the end of like me finding out what my meaning of life is. This is just the beginning, and there's so much more to find out, so much more to do. And like I know by the end of this course I will be able to identify. I can't tell you right now what my meaning of life is, but I can tell you right now that all the things that have occurred to me in my life, like self, society, and world, like all those things have affected me to make me the person I am today. And if I could tell you the person I am today, it's someone who's like a complete new attitude than before, because I've been at the points in my life where like I might as well just end it. I've had enough. I want to get out. I'm sick of it. And like I rather fear living than fear death. And like from the great words of Francesca Mack, because honest to God, like that really is how I felt sometimes, especially like feeling so isolated sometimes. Like through this whole car accident, I've isolated myself completely. Don't talk to anyone besides my boyfriend. I At my family, only people that I kind of interact with, besides that, I'm never out. I never have time to go. We don't have the money to go out. I don't have the cash, the car to go anywhere. And like, it's just like I've completely isolated myself. I have not like ever like socialized like at all this year, barely, like just at school, and that's it. That's where it ends right there. And like, this is grade 12. Like, I want to enjoy it, and like I have so many things to look forward to, like next year with university and stuff. Like, as scary as it does seem, like, I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready to get out of my house. I'm so ready to face the world, like, head on, have my own opinions, look for my logo, look for my meaning of life, and like, just really experience my life to its fullest, because I feel like I've been in a cage for so long, just living in the boundaries of like what my parents want me to be, to live in the box of like this like contained, like stressful box full of problems, full of all these things that aren't even my problems. These problems have been thrown on me by my family, and I just can't wait to get somewhat a step out of it and have my problems. If I fuck it up, if I fuck up my life, I have my problems, and I know it's me, not problems that have been brought upon me because of people in my lives, their decisions that have been negative towards my family. And I can't wait till when I get out of this, like, I know that like I everything is on me, and I like having that responsibility. I like knowing that like my life is mine, not anyone else's. I make the decisions I want to make. I choose what I want to do. I choose my own spirituality. I choose who I want to be, who I don't want to be. And like, I think that's just so important about just being true to yourself, and like, really being true to your beliefs, your own belief, not what people have told you to believe. Being, like, not ignorant, which I found myself to be over the course of this, like, whole thing. Like, I found that I am ignorant, and, like, it hit me when I, like, started doing research on world, and I'm like, am I actually doing research on world to figure out how I'm connected to the world? I can't even tell myself how I'm connected to the world. I have to Google it and figure it out, like, things that have been happening in the world. And like, it's just crazy when you like actually start like opening your eyes to the things that are going on around you. Like, complete different story, and like 360 turn. But I'm so glad I've taken this course, and like this stage 1 has really changed me as a person. I've bawled my eyes out. I'm not doing it anymore. Got it out of my system yesterday. I'm feeling like a happy new person. Like, I feel good for like the first time like in a long while. Just really happy, and like, it's a really great feeling to finally get things off my chest, and like really, really like, like cry because I'm happy, like so happy. Like, shit's like sucks right now in my life, but you know what? I like so many things to look forward to, and so many things like this aren't gonna hold me back, because they haven't held me back the 17 years I've been here. They've just made me stronger, and like, that is the main thing that I'm gonna get out of this course. Things that are in your life that are supposed to bring you down make you stronger as a person, no matter what. And hiding them under the cart doesn't make you a stronger person. You have to pull them out from underneath the carpet and face them, and face them head on, as ugly as they are, as ugly as the demons are, as much as you hate them, the memories, everything, you have to face them. It is so important in life, to be, the things I have fear of, to face them. And to fear the fears, to get over them, and like the new fears that hit you, to get over those ones too. And things don't like that don't happen overnight, but they eventually happen. And spiritually, like, to find out who I am as a person is like just, I can't wait, like, to feel spiritually like good on the inside, because I don't think I felt that in a while. I feel like I've been ordered to like feel a certain way about like this and this, and you can't think no other way. Like, I can't wait to further explore like the world of religion and spirituality, and really find out more about that, because like I feel like I've been so limited and so confined in a box of like what is right and what is wrong, and there's only what I can learn, and I can't learn anything else. So I can't wait to finally figure that out. And education, like, I like, it's stressful. Like, I want to do well in school, and like, right now at this point, like, doing well in school isn't about like doing it, like, not even just for university, it's about doing it for myself, because I want to prove to myself that last year, like, I didn't do well, not because like I'm stupid. I didn't do well because, you know what, like, I let life take control of me. I didn't take control of life. I really did. I let it get the best of me, and I let that situation run me, and like, that's what I've learned this year, and that's why I've come back like stronger, like, than ever over the summer. Not because my problems are over, they're still there, the same ones I had. I'm just a new person, and I'm 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 ready to run the problems in my life instead of let them run me. So I just can't wait for that. I think it's just gonna be such a incredible journey after this. Like, it's just gonna, it's only up from here, and like, the downs too. Bring on the downs. Bring them on, because I'm freaking ready. Thank you so much for this experience.